Good morning, students. Today, as part of data mining techniques, I am going to discuss about a good lecture on data mining concept is decision tree induction. Okay. So, what is decision tree? Decision tree nothing but it's one of the best and easiest classification algorithm that can able to classify the used data set into the n number of classes as per the need. Okay. Now, let us see what is the actual definition, how we are going to define a decision tree. Suppose when we are having the data set called D, and whenever it is a database or a data set, there is an n number of tuples, nothing but the record, So, in a database D, we have a T2, T1 to Tn tuples available, in which each tuple can be defined as n number of attributes. That means, each tuple Ti or T1 can have n number of attributes. From that, a set of classes we can derive like C1 to Ck. Means, in a given database D, there is a T1 to Tn, where Ti denotes a tuple or a record which is defined by a set of attributes, that is A1 to Am, also given a set of classes called C1 to Ck. Means, we are having a data set or a database having n number of records, and this is a record or a tuple or a record, and having attributes A1 to An. Again, in that there is some classes called the C1 to Ck classes. Okay. Now, how we are going to derive a decision tree from this data or a database? A decision tree T is a decision tree that associated with the database D that has the following properties. What are those properties? First one is, each internal node is labeled within an attribute AI. Each internal node is labeled within an attribute AI, nothing but the attributes, internal node. And each edge is labeled with a predicate that can be applicable or applied to the attribute associated with the parent node of it. And last one is, each leaf node is labeled with a class called Cj. Let us see. Means, as per the definition, we are having the database D having n number of tuples, and each tuple having n number of attributes, A1 to An, and each attribute connected with the parent node or root node with the edge. It tells about the relation between this parent root node with the child node. Then at end, there is a leaf node called the class label C1. We have a class label called the C1. So, decision tree nothing but decision tree nothing but we are having the database D having with n number of tuples, and each tuple having m number of attributes. In that, there is a classes called the C1 to Ck. Now, each node, that is these internal nodes representing the attribute. The internal nodes are considered as a attributes. The attributes coming from the tuple only. Then, from this attribute, what we are going to do? We are making a root node. We are having the root node. We are having the root node from root node, internal node, internal node, internal node, and the internal node having the leaf called the class. And the relation between root node with the internal node is with the help of the edge. It tells about the relation, how it is related to the parent node, or this class is how it is related with the internal node. This is what? A simple decision tree definition. So, whenever we are having the database D with a T1 to Tn tuples, where each tuple can be defined as a set of attributes and also given as a classes C1 to Ck. From that, we are going to derive a internal nodes from the attributes, and each edge between the internal node and parent node giving the relation, how it is associated, and finally the class will be given as a leaf node. Okay. Let us see a simple example and characteristics. So, as per our discussion here, this is a root node, this is a root node having the edges gender. The property gender is female or male. If it is female, then I go for the another attribute called the height. Female, then we go for left, and again height less than 1.8, greater than 1.8. Again I am moving. So, that means we are traversing the tree from the root to class. These are the classes: short, medium, tall. That means I want to classify the small, short students, medium height and taller height in this example. Here, what are the properties of decision tree based on this information from the definition? The decision tree is an array, that is n is greater than 2, minimum there is a minimum 2 childs, and more than that. There is a special node called the root node. That means the starting node is the root node. This is root node, and all nodes drawn. That means from the root node to all the nodes, it may be circle or ellipse shape, called the internal nodes. That means this is root and these are the internal node or child nodes or internal nodes. Now, all nodes drawn with a rectangular, that means rectangular shape at end, called as a leaf node or a class. That means with this example, gender is my root node. If it is whenever a new record tuple entered, I am checking whether it is male or female. If it is a female, I go like this. Again, I check with the height. Height less than 1.8, I go left. Greater than 1.8, I go right. So, that means I can able to identify that the new record female candidate with less than 1.8 height belongs to the short size, short height. Similarly, another record, a male candidate with height 2, then male candidate entered here, then right side height greater than 2, so I go with the greater than 2 here, then taller. So, whenever a new record entering into the decision tree, we can able to easily classify with a simple rule based. Okay. So, here the 3 important nodes called the root node, internal node and leaf node, and edges of the node, that means each edge with the node representing the outcome of the value representation, nothing but the edge showing the here edge is showing the male, here edge is showing the female. So, based on this representation, we can able to identify the which side we have to traverse. Then, one more important thing is, in the traversal path, with same label never repeated. That means, we cannot go repeat the same label with a never repeat. And decision tree is not unique, because we cannot get the unique decision tree with the help of your attributes or the database. There is a n different way of representations, different order and based on the internal nodes can different decision trees. That means by changing these things or by changing these things, suppose I am taking the height as the root node, then automatically decision tree changes. Or I am taking the gender as the root node, then automatically it changes. Like based on the choosing of the attribute or a node, it changes the shape of the tree or a view of the tree. So here the major important characteristics of the decision tree can have more than 2 nodes, and we are having there is chance of root node, important point, starting point, and internal node and leaf node, and we can have a n number of and different ways of decision trees. Okay, let's see a simple based on the principle how decision tree will work, what are the approaches we need to use it. So based on the definition and based on the illustration example, we understand that we can able to construct a decision tree may not get a optimal or may not give a proper result, because the picking of the attributes plays a key role to get the optimal decision tree. So in a principle, there is exponential many decision trees that can be constructed from a given database. That means we can able to construct the more number of trees from the database. It leads to the not optimal tree or may give a incorrect result. To overcome that one, we should have some strategy, some mechanism. So some mechanisms we are going to follow. The basic approach is the greedy strategy. The greedy strategy is a simple top-down recursive, divide and conquer concept. So start with the tree like top to bottom, and we are going to repeat the process until we are going to reach the class. Okay. There is some issues with that one. That's why we go with the improved version of the greedy approach with IDE3, C 4.5 or CART. We have a different approaches to construct a good optimal decision tree. So based on the definition, we can able to construct as many as decision trees. What will cause us when we are creating as many as decision tree? We cannot get the optimal decision tree, or there is chance of inaccurate results. We cannot reach our aim. Then we need some strategy to construct the optimal decision tree. The best and easiest approach is the top-down, recursive, divide and conquer approach, that is called the greedy approach. And here also some issues are there that can be overcome with help of the another things called IDE3, C 4.5 and CART. These are some of the decision tree approaches to construct a good decision tree.